What's up guys, my name is Rhino and today I'm finally back for another Fortnite video. So yeah, I know, it's been a while. I have not uploaded a video of Fortnite in a while. I've just been very busy and I've tried uploading a video a few times but I just never got to doing it. Inefficient editing software, but hopefully I'm now back and we have come to the end of another season. Season X, easily the craziest season we've ever had. A whole huge roller coaster, ups and downs, and a lot of downs, I'm not gonna lie myself. But we did get a lot of skins as well, and why not rank them all? So, Season 10, from the very start to now, even a couple of skins that have been leaked, that have not come out yet, will be included on this list, not including Battle Pass skins. And not including Battle Pass skins, we have 61 skins. That is a lot of skins. That's probably the highest amount we've had every season. And that's because there's been a popular trend going around that Fortnite released too many skins. And that to some people might be a positive. In this case, I guess it's a positive because we've got a lot of skins to rank. But it's also a negative because when you buy a skin and another cool one comes out, you forget about that skin. But luckily, there were quite a few really good skins that came out. But also quite a few actually, really bad skins. And that's why we are here to rank them all. So without further ado, let's begin. And before I start, don't forget, if you're not, use my creator code, RhinoGamingYT. That's Rhino Gaming, capital R, capital G, capital YT. You don't have to use my creator code, but please make sure you're using somebody. And I would recommend use someone who's legit. Don't use someone who clickbaits. Use a smaller creator because the more support you give them, the more you drive them into creating content for you guys. And that's the same with me. If you want to use my creator code, use that. And if you're going to buy any of the skins or even the Season 11 Battle Pass, don't forget to use it if you really want to. But anyway, let's begin. So starting off at the number 61 spot, there were a lot of bad skins that came out. But I think for the worst skin of this season, I think a lot of you can agree, we have Sledge. That is if anyone knows this skin exists. But man, oh man, poor Sledge, coming all the way at number 61. And for good reason, he deserves it. He's a horrible skin. He's got a bad color scheme, a color scheme I don't care for. His design's just all over the place. It's a skin that tries to be unique, but fails at it miserably. And it's quite bulky too. He's quite round, quite fat. And it's just, overall, not a good looking skin at all. And definitely deserves the number 61 spot for the worst skin of Season 10. Moving on to the number 60 spot, we have Sure Shot. And sure, this is not the worst skin of this season, but it is surely the second worst skin. This is obviously a male bullseye, and when are Epic gonna learn? Stop adding male skins of already existing female skins, especially if that female skin is actually a good skin. The bullseye skin is a good skin. It's sort of declined on me over the months, over the seasons. I feel like as a new season goes on, the skin gets a bit worse because that color scheme is unique at the time, but slowly gets outdated. But then we get a skin that is not only worse than the female version, but ruins the female version. This color scheme looks horrible on this male design. It does not suit the design. It does not suit the body type. And it is a variation of the worst default skin. Even the hair color does not suit it. At least Bullseye looks nice with that pink hair. This guy, get out of here. Moving on to the number 59 spot, we have Zorgaton. And yes, this is a meme skin. And when it comes to meme skins, there can tend to be skins that are so bad that they are cool, or any skins in general. Zorgaton, Epic's version to get into this new Area 51 meme, and their version of an alien, is not one of those, sadly. It's just, I really don't like the skin. I don't like the idea of having aliens in the game. I don't like the meme, even though I do like the Naruto run. I do not support the design. I do not support the design of aliens in the game. Sky looks like, his head looks like Mike Wazowski. Just looks ugly. The suit, I don't really like the blazer. The color scheme is alright, but it just does not look good with the skin. And I just hate it. I really don't like it. Moving on to the number 58 spot, we have Aeronaut. And it's a reskin of Skystalker. And I don't like the Skystalker skin. I do like the World War I theme of it, but I just don't think it really suits this game. And I don't like the color scheme. but then they go ahead and add a new one. Who the hell would have asked for this skin? I know there are very few people who like the Skystalker skin, but this skin is just even worse, and I don't even like the Skystalker skin. This guy, he doesn't even suit the World War I theme. The color of his mask seems outlandish for that theme. Overall, he's got a horrible color scheme, and it's a horrible skin. Moving on to the number 57 spot, we have Swamp Stalker. This skin, I don't like it. It's a mixture between Jungle Scout and Fortune. And I do like the Jungle Scout skin. I hate the Fortune skin. I don't like the mixture. I don't like that camo design. And the hair just looks so weird. Overall, not a good looking skin in my opinion. Moving on to the number 56 spot, we have Slingshot. And this skin, it's a reskin of Whiplash. It has not come out yet, but I think even though some people may like the blue, I think Whiplash just looks much more clean, and the yellow and black suits her more. Blue and black, get out of here. We do not need this skin, so please, please don't add it. If it doesn't come out this season, then I guess it shouldn't count in this list, but I'm still counting it because it got released in the latest leaks. But I'm not excited for it at all. Moving on to the number 55 spot, we have Hot Zone. And this skin, if I'm getting them right, is a reskin of Abstract. Not many people like Abstract. I don't like the Abstract skin. Then we got Cryptic, who I think is a decent skin, because I don't like the design still, but I really like the color scheme and the back bling. I think it's the best version of Abstract. This skin, when you add no face and that stripe on it, you're basically making a mixture of Abstract and Paradox. I love the Paradox skin, but on this design, it looks horrible. I don't like either of these Zone War skins, if I'm honest, and the color scheme does not make up for it, in my opinion. I'm sorry. Moving on to number 54, we have Bone Wasp. And this skin, yeah, let's just not talk about it. I can live without it. Moving on to the number 53 spot, we have Major Lazer. And this skin suffers the same problem as Marshmallow, only who the hell cares about Major Lazer right now? When was the last time he made a good song? When was the last time he made a song in general? When was the last time when did he ever make a reference to Fortnite? When would they ever add him? I do like the built-in emote that's with this guy, and I like the backbling. That's what made me bored. But the skin, the color scheme's all over the place. I don't like the design. Feels outlandish. Overall, mostly based on principle, but I really don't like this skin. Major Lazer, you can just fuck off. Moving on to the number 52 spot, we have Recon Ranger. And why do you have to take the Elite Agent and then make a reskin of it? That's so much worse. The camo, I do like the camo on Elite Agent. I do like the Elite Agent skin. I do think it's overrated, yes. But when you put the camo all over the entire thing and then add pink to it, it just doesn't look good to me. I'm sorry. Moving on to the number 51 spot, we have Manic. Very similar to Recon Ranger, but a bit of a mixture of Redline. A little bit better than Recon Ranger, but still not very excited for it. Moving on to the number 50 spot, we have the Astro Assassin. Easily the most disappointing skin of this season. When we first got the Gemini skin, a lot of people really liked it. Me especially, I thought it was pretty decent, but I really liked the idea of how the edit styles changed the look of the faces, and I really liked the red and black. Then the skin got cancelled. And then we got this reskin, which I thought was fine, but then we got it, and we got no edit style, no red and black. Still an epic skin, just that boring color scheme. It does not look as good in game. Overall, very, very disappointing skin. I'm sorry, but why did you have to do that, Epic? Why couldn't you add the red and black color scheme? And where is Gemini? Really? Moving on to the number 49 spot, we have Hotwire. And this, I gotta give credit for. It's a pretty unique skin. I would hate this skin if it weren't for that electrified hair he's got. I think it looks really cool. And the battery pack is quite mean. But other than that, this skin, I don't really like the color scheme too much, and it's just not my style. I'm sorry. Moving on to the number 48 spot, we have Limelight. This is a skin I thought I was going to really like. It looks quite clean, and the color scheme is very interesting and vibrant, but really when the hair just really puts it off of me, I don't like the hair, I don't like the theme, and the pants, while they may look clean, I don't like the holes in them, and I'm not a big fan of that huge blazer. I'm not typically a fan of outfits where the blazer's so big. Moving on to the number 47 spot, we have Danger Zone. The other Zone War skin, it's just a reskin of Oblivion. How many more do we need? It's still better than Oblivion, I would say, and it's definitely better than the other one, but even Criterion, I think, is somewhat more unique, and Eon, I think, is already, by far, the best of those. The white, green, and black look perfect on that skin. This skin, The color scheme, the second style looks decent, but the first style, no. I just really am not digging this set at all. As much as I do like Zone Wars, I do not dig this set. Moving on to the number 46 spot, we have the Glow, the new exclusive skin. And a lot of you are going to disagree with me on this, a lot of you are going to hate me for this, but really, it's just a reskin of Fate. It is definitely better than Fate. It looks pretty clean, vibrant. The fact that it's just a reskin of Fate makes it a lazy exclusive skin. But I guess it makes up for the fact that it's a lot easier to get. Instead of having one phone, you can have 25. And it does come with a really nice emote, so I'll give it that. Moving on to number 45 spot, we have Sizzle Sergeant. And in my opinion, I think this is a very clean outfit, and I think it's better than the Grilled Sergeant, just in my opinion. Moving on to the number 44 spot, we have the Bright Blaster. Another sort of bright themed skin. I think it's a little bit better than Bright Bomber. I like the purple. I like the bullets wrapped around his belt. I don't like characters with mohawk designs, and I'm not really a fan of these type of skins like Funk Ops or Bright Gunner, sorry. I'm just not. Moving on to the number 43 spot, we have Guaco, the new food themed skin. I never thought we'd get a taco themed skin, because we got those dumpling skins leaked ages ago, but we haven't got them yet. But yet, we get one. The color scheme is pretty interesting, and it is pretty funny, but it's just going to be another one of those skins that I'm just going to forget about later and not really care about. That's why I didn't buy it. Moving on to the number 42 spot, we have Brute's Navigator. Overall, a pretty clean, pretty interesting skin for what it is. It was one of the first skins to come out. I do like the black and the design, but for a male version, I just think he looks a bit off in that design at the same time as I do like it, and I think the female is just so much better. Moving on to the number 41 spot, we have Bronto, the new Rex. And in the purple and blue and white color scheme, I think it looks so much better than Rex. It's a pretty funny skin, pretty meme skin, but is it a skin that I'm going to use often? No, not really. I think I bought this skin and I only ever used the back bling and the outfit twice. Even Major Laser, I've used more often, and I still probably use him for a couple of games. This skin, it is cool, it's just not really my style, and I bought it more for the back bling. Moving on to the number 40 spot, we have Shock Caller, and this skin, I'll give it credit. I did not like this skin when it first got leaked, but when it came out, it's actually better than I thought. Mixture of urban, recon, and snow themes. It's kind of cool, but at the same time, it's just not my style. Moving on to the number 39 spot, we had Ragsy. And this skin, I do not know why this skin got voted over Bright Blaster, which I just mentioned, who I do think is better than Bright Blaster, and the Bash skin, which is another leaked skin. Another skin that got leaked, that came in the voting poll. I do not know why people vote for this skin over Bash. It's the reskin of Color Team Leader. The four styles are very similar to each other. Color Team Leader, I think, looks better when she's more clean, not when she's dirty. Why? Why did this skin get voted over Bash? I can't believe that. But still, it's not a bad skin. Moving on to number 38 spot, we have Hard Charger. Reskin of mixture of Verge, Venturion, and Burnout. I kind of like it. Moving on to the number 37 spot, we have Catastrophe. And at the number 36 spot, the Psycho Bandit. Both pretty cool Borderlands slash scavenger themed skins. I really like them. But not enough for me to buy them, maybe. Moving on to number 35 spot, we have Bubble Bomber. So this skin, it's just another pink and blue skin. It looks like a skin that would have came out or probably would have been designed in Season 9. And the edit styles are quite lazy, but still, it's kind of nice. I do like the gumball design, and I like the hair. But still, as Pizzo mentioned, or as I Talk Fortnite mentioned, I should say, she looks like one of the ugly stepsisters, and I can agree. But with the visor, I do think she looks pretty cool. Moving on to number 34 spot, we have Freestyle. This gets points for being one of the best value skins this season. 2 edit styles, reactive as you dance. The back bling comes in 2 edit styles and is also reactive. And the first style you might call a back bling for Marshmallow. And this is an upgrade version Marshmallow. And I do like the second edit style. The first one, I'm just not feeling it. I don't like that design of hair. I'm not a fan of this design of skin, and I just don't use it, sadly. But it is still a good skin. Moving on to number 33 spot, or 33 to 30 spot, we have the two new, I don't know what they are. They're sort of the new camo theme skins that just came out today as I'm recording this. But at number 33 spot, we have Deadfall, number 32, Knockout, number 31, Snake Pit, and number 30, Vice. And I gotta say, these skins, despite being simple, you might think they're kind of lazy, just default skins, I kind of like them. They've got they're kind of unique, and some may not like that there were no female versions. I think male skins for this design would work a lot better than females, and I'm glad they're here. And Vice, I think, is a new character model. That's why he's my favorite, and I think they're kind of unique. And I actually like the color camo on these for once. So, not bad, Epic. Not bad. Alright, we're already halfway through this list, and we're getting closer. So, for these next few, I'm just going to speed along. Number 29, we have Phoenix. Pretty cool fox skin, gives me Star Fox vibes. I like it. Number 28, Hot House, and number 27, Gut Bomb. The two Grudge theme skins, quite big, quite unique, quite dirty, but I like them. Number 26, we have Frontier. Number 25, Facet. Number 24, the Dark Knight movie outfit. And out of the two Batman outfits, this is easily my least favorite. It's still so really cool how we get Batman, don't get me wrong. And I like the Dark Knight. I love the Dark Knight, even though I'm a Marvel fan. This just looks off. He looks a bit childish on the mask, and it just really doesn't suit the design. I'm sorry. Moving on to the number 23 spot, we have an underrated skin, Vulture. This skin, I gotta say, it's a reskin of Raptor in a way, but I really like the dark blue and the black. I think it does actually look pretty clean, definitely better than Raptor. I like it. Number 22, we have Corrupted Voyager, one of the 500 astronaut skin we got. Pretty nice color scheme, pretty cool design, but still quite repetitive. Number 21, we have the P1000. I don't think it's as good as the Peely, but at least it's not as big as the Peely, and I think it's a pretty good deal for a pack. Even though the legs put me off, for a meme skin, I do like it. Number 20, Bravo Leader. Not better than Waypoint, but still really good. I love how we got a green Edsel for both this and Waypoint. Makes both of them some really good value skins. And this is still a pretty cool skin, especially I like the way the hat and the mask looks. Maybe I like this skin with the mask on more than Waypoint with her mask. But without, I much prefer Waypoint. But still, it's a pretty cool skin, and I think I prefer his back bling a little bit more. At the number 19 spot, we have Brute Gunner. And I think this skin in this design is a lot better than the male. She's more clean. She's got very nice design. I like the black mixed with a little bit of red. And definitely could have been a rare skin, because it's only uncommon. And moving on to the number 18 spot, we have Ruby. This skin, it's just basically mostly red with a bit of black. I think it's pretty nice. It's very clean, very simple. That's what I like, simple skins like that. Moving on to the number 17 spot, we have Red Jade. And this skin, it's a reskin Marquee Master, but I think it is a lot better than Marquee Master. Marquee Master is a skin that's grown on me in the past, and I do kind of like the skin. But in this color scheme, in this design, I think it suits her a lot more. And I really like the knives. And again, like Brute Gunner, very good uncommon skin. Moving on to number 16 spot, we have Rogue Spider Knight. I don't know if it's better than the Spider Knight, but for an Xbox exclusive skin, it's really good. But problem is, I don't know anyone who would be buying a new Xbox right after the Dark Vertex skin came out, and right before we're getting a new Xbox. But still, really cool skin. And at the number 15 spot, we have a skin that really surprised me, PJ Pepperoni. And this skin, I barely use the onesie, and I'm more for Durburger, but this skin, in this color scheme, I think looks a lot better than onesie. Stands out more, even though I'm not a huge fan of those pizza wrapped around the shoes. For a onesie design, I think it looks really cool, and I'm very impressed with this skin. So, well done, Epic. Well done for impressing me. Moving on to the number 14 spot, we have the Dark Wildcard. And this skin, along with the rest of the pack, easily the best bundle we've ever gotten. The Dark Legends bundle, or the Dark Reflections bundle, I forgot what it's called. Very worthwhile. All three skins are amazing. Pickaxe is amazing. The back blings are really cool too. And the Dark Wildcard skin is no exception. It's probably my least favorite out of the three, only because we've had a lot of skins in this Wildcard / Reaper design, and when it comes to that, I'd rather just be more clean suits. Even though the animation does look cool and the purple looks really nice, I think I'd just rather it clean. But nonetheless, still a really cool skin. Moving on to the number 13 spot, we have the Infinity. And this skin is just a person made up of riffs. As a person wearing a purple jacket. And I think it's a really cool idea. The jacket might be quite long, but I think the color scheme is very cool. I really like the idea of this skin. I would say it's probably an upgraded version of Tempest, yet it's cheaper, and a really cool back bling as well. Moving on to the number 12 spot, we have the Stoneheart. And if you had told me if you had told me about a month ago that they were making a female Love Ranger and that it would be awesome, I probably would have laughed because I hate the Love Ranger. I don't really like the Cupid design, I don't like the hair, I don't like the pink pants, and really, compared to this one, it's lazy. But this skin is 10 times better than the Love Ranger. Even the other Love Ranger reskins, the Frozen Love Ranger I think is okay, better than the OG, but I think the Fallen one is the best one, and I thought that would be the best it could get. But this one really surprised me. It's got a great color scheme, great design. I think this is what the Love Ranger should have looked like, and I think this skin should have come out ages ago, because it might have been a bit late to come out, but I'm still glad they released it, and I'm glad to have it. Well done, Epic. Moving on to the number 11 spot, we have Moxie. And this skin, it's quite unique. It's got 2 edit styles, so it's very good value skin, and I like the back bling. The first one has a pretty interesting and pretty unique color scheme, and it's kind of cute. The second one, however, really, the red and black, really looks like a female iconic. She really does. Other than the boxing theme, even though I'm not a huge fan of boxing, I don't like or wrestling, I don't like the idea of people punching each other's soft gloves and using your fists as self-defense. I'm not a fan of it, but this skin, I really am a fan of, and I really dig it. Moving on to the number 10 spot, we are in the top 10, we have Oppressor. And this skin, this is what a legendary skin should be. Detailed, yet not detailed to the point where it's too big or unusable. Very clean, 2 edit styles, interactive, it looks really cool. It basically looks like a mixture of Omega and the Visitor, but way better than the Visitor, better than Omega. I really like how you can change how the face is interactive and the interactive body, and then you change the color. I think it all looks really cool. Even though some people complain that this skin's gone a bit too far, I would beg to differ and say it's one of the better legendary skins we've gotten in a while, because we don't get them that much lately. Moving on to the number 9 spot, we have Rio Grande. So this skin, it's what I'd want just from a cowgirl. A simple cowgirl, it's clean, may not have the best color scheme, and it may not have been the most detailed, but still, it's simple, it's clean. I really like the hat and the fact that you can take it off. The character model, even though I'm not a huge fan of it on Poise Playmaker, it works with the hat. I really like it. Overall, really like this skin, and I'm ashamed to see that it's not as popular as I thought it was going to be. But nonetheless, I think it's a really cool skin, really cool Save the World skin that came to Battle Royale. Moving on to the number 8 spot, we have the Catwoman. And the one thing I gotta say about this skin, the name, Catwoman comic book outfit, is such a mouthful. Why do they have to add that? I can understand because it's Catwoman from the comic books, but why? But nonetheless, this is just what we need. If you like Catwoman, this is the one you need. It's simple, it's clean, all black, very simple, goes well with any back bling, and you can't go wrong with this skin, and it's Catwoman. So, yeah. Moving on to the number 7 spot, we have the Dark Jonesy. And this is basically a male Dark Bomber. I don't think it's quite as good as Dark Bomber, but for a Jonesy skin, I think the purple color scheme looks amazing, and the design and animation looks amazing as well. Again, amazing pack, amazing skin. Moving on to the number 6 spot, we have a skin that has not yet come out, but I'm very excited for. Bash. So this skin, it's another llama head skin. A lot of people have been wanting llamas since last year when they added the DJ Yonder skin. But this skin is exactly how I interpreted a llama skin before the DJ Yonder came out. It's got the actual head from the Rainbow Smash pickaxe, and it's got 3 edit styles, and it's a grudge theme skin. The, just like Gut Bomb and, the other tomato head, I can't remember, Hot House. It's got this sort of grudge, scavenger theme, glow-in-the-dark style. I really like the glow-in-the-dark edit style with the purple color scheme. The glowing eyes and the glowing horn look amazing. And even the first edit style looks really cool, very detailed, way better than Ragsy in my opinion, and I think we should have got this one. I don't know why Ragsy won, but still, I can't wait for it. Moving on to the number 5 spot. Very underrated skin, I must say, but a really cool skin. Crystal. So, Crystal, what can I say? She's simple, she's clean, she's unique, she's got some nice detail, very, very good uncommon skin. I like the hair, I like the color scheme. It may not appeal to everyone, but I think it's very unique, and I think I like some of the trendiness she's got with the hair, the big glasses, and overall, very, very nice uncommon skin. One of the better ones we've gotten overall. Moving on to the number 4 spot, we have Payback. So this skin, when you look at it, you might think it's so detailed, you might think it's all over the place, color schemes all over the place, and while yes, I can understand if you think that, I really can. But for me at least, I think the detail, there's just something about it where it's not too detailed, it's not all over the place, it works out very well in this design. It's kind of reminds me a little bit of a mixture of a Rebel and a, she's part of the RPM set, so she's actually a, part of the same set as Redline, so she's some sort of racer, and a mixture of a racer and a Rebel, like the Biz skin. This is how even though I don't like the Biz skin because of how detailed it is, it's got too much detail, this is how I see a Rebel skin. If this is a Rebel skin, this is a way better interpretation. I love the color scheme. The colors look so good together, so good in game, and overall just a skin that really surprised me, and I think it's a really well done skin. Moving on to the number 3 spot, we have the Batman comic book outfit. And I gotta say, out of the 2 Batmans, this one is the one to go. The classic Batman, classic color scheme. The original comic book Batman looks better in Fortnite than the Dark Knight, in my opinion. And he doesn't look as goofy as the Dark Knight. And overall, other than the color of the belt, which may not look the best in game, for a Batman design, it's very clean. It's Batman. Nothing different about him. When you make a superhero skin, either it's got to be exactly the same as the original, or it's got to be something original. Otherwise, like Valor, it's just going to look like a ripoff. But this is not, thankfully. It's Batman, comic book, and I love it. Moving on to the number 2 spot, a skin that I know a lot of you are going to disagree with me. We have the Slumber. And I know what you're thinking, oh, this skin is trash. How could you put this at number 2? I can understand if you think that. Alright, I can. The second edit style, if it had been the second edit style, no, I would not have put this at number 2. I think the pillows are too bulky, and the blue is just kind of repetitive, and it doesn't look as cool as the first edit style, which I think the color scheme looks very nice. It's a very, very unique skin. It looks beautiful, and I think it is going to become the next popular meme skin like Fish Stick. I think it's a meme skin that I can actually use, a meme skin that I actually love, and will continue to see myself using for a while. So, well done, Epic, on this one. But moving on to the number 1 spot. A lot of you are going to be surprised with this. I wanted to pick something else for the number 1 spot, but I just couldn't think of any other skin that deserved the number 1 spot more than the Dark Red Knight. Yes, the Dark Red Knight at the number 1 spot. What can I say? Proving how awesome this bundle really is, and this is easily the staple of it. Dark Red Knight is not only so much better than the original Red Knight, but I think this color scheme and this design suits this character so well. The purple, the black, the red look so good together. I absolutely love the color scheme. The design looks very aggressive with the purple in the eyes, the purple cracks in the eyes and the chest I think look really nice. And while most people have said that they'd prefer it if the horns weren't there, personally, I really like the horns. I still think it would have been cool without them, but I think the horns gives it that a little bit more aggression and makes it go really nicely with the Thunder Crash pickaxe, which did become a part of this new dark rarity. And the shield is amazing as well. Easily, if this skin was by itself, I would still buy it. That's how awesome it is. But you get 2 other awesome packs in it along with a pickaxe. If you don't buy this bundle, then either you don't have enough money, I'm sorry, there's something wrong with you. You need to buy this bundle. Dark Red Knight, amazing skin, and in my opinion, the best skin we got this season. Alright, so that pretty much ends the video. If you guys enjoyed, don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe, tell me what your favorite skin of this season was, and tell me what your least favorite is. Tell me what you thought about my list, and tell me what you think I should do next. But until then, and don't forget to use my creator code, RhinoGamingYT, and until then, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.